What's up, guys? Today on This Week in Video Games, we are talking Duke Nukem, Monster Hunter at Universal Studios Japan, and our top 5 video game theme parks. All that and more on This Week in Video Games.
Gogeta!
Yeah! Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to This Week in Video Games. I am Jessica Villarreal. You can find me on Twitter at JessV. That's Jesv. Thank you all so much for joining us. It is Wednesday night. However, an announcement before we get started. Next week, we are moving to Thursdays.
Thursdays?
Thursdays. Back to Thursdays,
It's like Friday, but like with
but
the
day before.
The day before, yeah.
Yes. Thursdays at 6:30. So you guys remember that. We will be reminding you all throughout the week on Twitter and Facebook. And speaking of Twitter and Facebook, you could follow us there at TWIVG. That's This Week in Video Games. Or on Facebook as well. Don't forget to like us. If you are watching us live right now, you can join us in our chat room. We are on justin.tv/thisweekin. Come in and talk to us and join our wonderful chatters like Jason MB, Jarsum, Curtis1105, Madaman, Mayhem Princess, Derek H. It's so good to see all of you guys. There's an Echo right next to me who's desperately wanting to be introduced, and his name is FLitz.
Hey!
Hello!
Thank you. I am Jess V. Shadow. I'm FLitz, and I do not have as much to say as she did. But I will introduce the lovely Adrian Acevedo-Smith.
Hello, thank you for that. I would like to point out, though, that FLitz, I'm really sorry about your condition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh!
Sorry about that.
FLitz got some tail at E3, you guys. Hey!
Yeah.
That was the Prime World tail swag that they were passing out during E3 at the Nival booth.
Tiger Claw says FLitz is a furry, but Tiger Claw's name is Tiger Claw. So, you know.
I have the same foxtail, but I left it in my car today. I didn't bring it
Her
in,
tail's
so.
just a little bit fatter.
Yeah.
I'm talking about your butt.
That's right.
It.
That was
okay,
the
cool.
Yes. Anyways, so what are you guys playing? Adrian, what are you playing?
I am playing Transformers Dark of the Moon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How is it? It
And
looks
you
cool.
just completed
It was
that.
actually, I
looks
just
cool.
completed it, putting up the walkthrough tonight. It's really fun. Like, I
Yes.
wasn't expecting much from the Transformers game. I mean, my last Transformers game, admittedly, was Beast Wars back for the PlayStation.
Oh,
That was
okay.
really really bad.
Was that like 95?
Yeah. This is when, like, oh my god, polygons! Like, that's...
What's a polygon? I don't know what that is.
Polygon. That's awesome.
So it's been really cool.
I got to check that out during GDC this year, and I know the director of, is it Dark Moon? Wait.
High Moon Studios.
High Moon
Yeah.
Studios. He told us that he was a huge Generation 1 Transformer fan. So he tried to implement as many Generation 1 characteristics into that game as he could, even though it was a prequel to the third movie.
Do they have the microscope?
The microscope. What was the microscope's
What's
name?
his
I can't
useless
remember
ass
the
name? Doesn't
It
matter.
was
He
something
was
with a
useless.
P, I thought.
know.
Something with a P. The microscope, you
Peter.
guys. No, it wasn't Peter.
Paul.
Perceptor, Derek H. says.
Nice.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
call,
you,
Derek H.
I knew it was something
Chime
with a
in
P.
for the community. For Google.
Yeah. So, but I know it was also run on the Unreal 3 engine.
Yeah.
So a lot of people said it was a little bit similar to War for Cybertron, which I actually really enjoyed War for Cybertron.
It's a really cool game, and I think what spices it up a lot is that you can't just fight in robot mode. You can also fight in vehicle mode. So it's kind of like a little bit of Twisted Metal thrown in with Transformers, and it's a lot of fun.
And did you get to play as both factions? Were you not?
Yeah,
Autobot
what's
and
really cool is
Decepticon?
that it's not your typical play through the story as Autobot, play through the story as Decepticon. It's a storyline involving both of them, so you switch sides.
That's so cool. Did
Yeah.
you get to play as Laserbeak?
No, you do get to play.
Do you really?
Yeah,
you
Laserbeak
get to
gets
play
a
as
Laserbeak? That's awesome.
Laserbeak
That's
gets in
so
a whole
cool.
section.
So that means Soundwave is in the game.
Soundwave is definitely
Soundwave is in the game. Yeah, he comes back from being up there just floating in space, which I really
as a
enjoy.
satellite?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully
and he
it'll
takes
be in the
another
new
form.
movie.
He
has
he's
to
in the
be. Come on.
game,
Yeah, I
right?
mean-
and I think I saw his partner there in the movie in one of the trailer
Rumble?
shots. So I'm not sure.
Say what?
The Laserbeak. I think I saw him there.
There's There's Laserbeak, and then there's the cat.
Ravage.
Ravage. Then there's Rumble. And,
there's Frenzy.
Frenzy, the two.
Yeah. And then there's some other ones like that weren't as popular, but
Bill.
yeah. So,
what did you turn into?
Yes. Moving on. What have you been playing?
I started playing Shadows of the Damned.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool.
We'll get into that a little later too.
Yeah. Lucha Fury, which is a DLC game, came out today. And
Lucha Fury, is that like the Mexican wrestling game?
It's like Final Fight, but with luchadors.
Nice.
And it's definitely meant to be played with multiple people.
Was it anything like Lucha Libre? Is that what it was called?
Lucha Libre? Well, I mean, that's the name of Mexican wrestling. You can tell.
No. There was a game I thought that was that came out
there was a wrestling game called Lucha Libre, something like that. But no, it's a side scroll. It's a beat 'em up.
Okay.
That's me beating someone up because I clearly can't fight. It's a beat 'em up.
Lucha Libre.
No, and I got back into playing, and this maybe some of the community will know about this. Mugen, which is it has some history where you can. It has a big community, and people create their own characters, or they'll take characters from games and they'll reconfigure them. They do coding and they'll reskin them, and they make characters, or they'll re-release characters into this game. It's really complicated at first, but basically you can have anybody against anybody. Like today, I was playing Squall Leonhardt from Final Fantasy.
Nice.
Versus
awesome.
versus Kyosuke from he's from the Rival School series. I have like 4 gigs at home of characters that I'm gonna bring into work. And I think I'm going to put up some awesome videos of that. So, but it's amazing. It's amazing. So that's what I'm most excited about. That and Shadows of the Damned.
Omega 392 says Mugen is greater than all other fighters.
Damn right. Because it's a fantasy. You really can exist in some sort of fantasy universe.
That's so cool. Yeah. Well, I've been playing LA Noire, and I got. Maybe not even, I probably got a quarter of the way through, but I just feel like there's so many other games out there right now that I need to like get started on and things like that. So, and it didn't really suck me in and capture me. So, I'm going to return it. I have Alice the Madness Returns.
So you're not going to end it. You're like, you don't care.
You're just
going to. No, I mean, if you can't get into it.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not very into it at all.
And that's, I've noticed that happened to a few people. Like, they're like, They look back on it in retrospect and they're like, I wasn't really as enthralled by that game as I thought I would be.
Because it was a detective simulator.
Yeah, it's a detective simulator, and it's like after you, and again, like the lack of replay value, you're like, well, it's over.
Yeah. And I feel like it kind of moved a little too slow for me, the interrogations and the stories and the crime scenes and all that stuff. It just wasn't, that impressive to me. So I just didn't feel like...
Does that also sound like previous relationships? What?
No.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, but I am looking forward to, I at least want to try Duke Nukem, and we'll get into that in a second, and Shadows of the Damned, and the Hunted, I believe.
Don't bother with that.
Really?
Yeah,
oh, no.
Pretty bad. Just don't.
Oh, no. But, but speaking of Duke Nukem, that came out, Duke Nukem Forever, so have you guys played it? I've been reading online that a lot of people are extremely disappointed in this game.
Yeah,
and real quick, I don't know if you guys heard this. Like, people were so disappointed and sending out such horrible reviews that unfortunately, their PR company actually sent out like a slam on journalists via his personal Twitter. And basically said the next person that gives us a venomous negative review won't get any more review copies of our games. And that's
and they
horrible.
Were fired right there.
Yeah. Yes,
fired.
That's
dropped. Eat a dick.
But that's horrible, That's like I'm sure it's incredibly embarrassing for the PR company and for 2K and all of that stuff. And that's such an unfortunate situation, but that's such like a no-no because I feel like in this industry already, people are already like a little
when you're paying $60 per game, people are already like
I think
this needs to be great.
The biggest problem with that game is that if it would have released maybe at least like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe
or 12.
Well, 12, yeah, of course. But giving it like, a little bit of buffer is because all of its pop culture references were really dated. Like the Olsen twins, for example, super dated.
The wholesome twins.
Or the fact that you can go in and there's this sequence where they like make fun of Christian Bale yelling at the guy.
Yeah, and
that was funny like 3 years ago. Like it's not. Yeah, there's a whole shtick about it. And you punch the guy and you get an achievement. And it's funny, but it's not relevant.
Yeah.
Most of the game is just not relevant.
I mean, and it takes so long for them to make games now. It's it's very much so difficult to be on top of pop culture.
Yeah, if you want to put pop culture in a game, damn.
It's the internet age, and everything, it's in and then it's out. It's gone. It's in and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Another issue I found is, I mean, with me, before I even got to, I mean, you start out with the mission, you kill stuff, but before, and you do this whole thing, you're like playing this video game, and then you meet the Wholesome Twins, but after that, there's so much, even before I did that, there's so much to distract you. And I'm not complaining. That's good, but it shouldn't have been played like a first-person shooter. It should have been more like a Fallout or something along those lines, where you're experiencing this world through Duke's personality and as Duke. Because I'm like, oh, I can pee in a toilet for a half an hour. I'm going to play pool. Sign your book? Yes, in multiple colors. I will draw on this. Drive a truck.
Was a little bit like, okay, look, I clearly am not the most PC person in the world, I'll admit, but I heard there were actually some extremely derogatory elements towards women. Like in one of the multiplayer modes, like it's capture the babe, not capture the flag.
And you're
supposed to go,
That's totally
I'm not done yet. You're supposed to go find the babe, and she doesn't want to come with you, so you're supposed to like slap her around until she submits to coming with you. I think that's a little...
Yeah.
I still don't feel bad about that. Now, if you were slapping her
condone.
around until she came with you into the kitchen where you left her.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Flitz.
That's
Jesus
bad.
Christ.
That's bad.
That's
oh
bad.
my gosh. But I also heard there was like alien rape of the whole
That's not alien.
twins.
No. I read up about that. That's like over exaggeration.
Oh, okay.
You just see them being like against this like big penis structure, right? It's like an alien penis structure.
Why'd you have to go?
Well, a visual.
Just a shaft.
It's just shaft. It's a big shaft. And so then they're just there, and they say, "Oh my God, Duke, please free us! Oh my God!" And so then he's like, "Oh, I can't free you," and then they explode.
And then doesn't he say like you just got
and
then
he
says something like that.
But there's no rape.
But do you watch Japanese animation? Did you ever?
I did see Lord of the Overfiends.
That's a whole other.
I did see Lord of the Overfiends.
Normal.
Yeah,
you saw Udo Sugidoji, and you say it proud too, don't you? Yeah. She's like, yes,
Cliff
I watched
Anderson says, yeah, no alien sex, but they were tied up and titties bouncing. Okay, that makes it a little. That's okay. Okay, that makes it acceptable. But
there's also breasts on the wall, which you go and you slap.
Oh.
I found that.
You know what?
But it's not even like two breasts. It's three breasts.
Well, that's even.
And they're on the wall. And then it says
Was
X.
it the Total
press,
Recall
yeah,
booth?
and then you
That's
press,
like
press X to slap, and then he slaps him, and then he says like all these awful puns.
Oh
awful,
my gosh,
got
that's
milk
so
and
funny.
stuff like that. Like,
yeah, that's
they're
awful.
really terrible.
Yeah. So, but you know, some of the complaints also were, you know, it was supposed to. It did remind people of Leisure Suit Larry remakes from High Voltage, but it focused more on like sensationalism, but lacking the charm or solid gameplay of the original. So
yeah,
I mean,
it was
overall?
lacking in like some of the sound effects department. The graphics were quite lackluster. Like that was one of the things that took me out of it, especially now with all these games coming out with amazing graphics.
Yeah, it's
I'm just
that
like,
age.
He's a has-been. It really is. It's like Schwarzenegger and Stallone putting all these people together in a movie and calling it The Expendables.
Oh,
that was a good movie, my friend.
I liked that movie. I like The Expendables,
Ryan, the
but
producer agrees.
Can't wait for the second one.
Can't wait for the second one.
I cannot wait for the second one.
Fanboys. That's why they made another Duke Nukem, because the fanboys like, yo, that make no damn sense.
Yeah. So, but on another note, quite the opposite. Shadows of the Damned just came out, and that is getting rave reviews, and people are seeming to appreciate this extremely.
I didn't get deep into it, giggity, because it was kind of right before the show. But I did put it in the system, and I started playing it a bit, and I can definitely see myself having some fun with that. It from jump, it does pull you in, and you're like, okay, I'm kind of excited to get into this game, because the main character, he's like a total badass. I mean, granted, he's dressed in like Ed Hardy. You can look past all that.
No tap out?
Because, you can look past all that. Because he has an awesome scar in his face.
He's got your purple jacket. That looks good.
Oh, okay.
No shirt.
And he's taking on demons. Like, he's not taking on like, he's taking on demons that
leather
look
pants.
badass.
Nice. Well, because I know this is from Suda51, who did No More Heroes, and Shinji Mikami, who worked on Resident Evil, and they're coming back together for the first time since Killer 7. And so, is this kind of what Duke Nukem should have been? Like this badass guy who's going around kicking ass and chewing bubblegum. And,
I think this is closer to Devil May Cry.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a trailer to run. We should check it out really quick. So
let's check out the trailer.
Roll it.
Paula, the only reason I exist is to protect you. ¡Hijo de puta! ¡Cabrón! ¡Paula! ¡Pinche cabrón! Feels good. ¡Yeah! ¡Cabrón! ¡Hijo de puta! ¡Chupa mi verga, pendejo! ¡Pinche cabrón! ¡Come mierda! ¡Magnífico! ¡Muérete, cabrón! Johnson.
Yes, G.
You are the right tool for every job.
That's right.
Vámonos!
So Runner PZ says, what am I watching? That was the Shadows of the Damned trailer. And to me, just by looking at that trailer, that does look like what Duke Nukem should have been. It's got the campy, like, dialogue. You can speak Spanish in it. There's a lot of, like, shit blowing up and a lot of cussing, which they didn't show in the trailers. But, I mean, that's crazy that, you know, Duke has been worked on for over a decade, and then this Shadow of the Damned game comes out, and it's like, wow, that's already so much of a better game, and it's only been in development for not a decade.
And it's a Japanese game? It was developed in Japan? I think it's really interesting that they brought it to the U.S. and decided, hey, we want to make him Spanish or Mexican. Like, who was in a meeting where they were like, you know what, he needs ethnicity. I mean, he looks Japanese, but let's make him Mexican.
I wish I could have heard what they were saying.
It does have a very Japanese feel to it. What's that?
I wish I could have heard what they were saying so I could translate the insults.
I think they were translating it for us.
No, they were very loosely translating the insults. Yeah.
Golly gee whiz, I really doubt.
Yeah, no.
I really doubt.
No,
we'll just have to play it, and you'll have to let us know. So, but yeah, moving on. So we have some news about some games that we heavily talked about in April, I believe. But looks like Portal 2 has sold 3 million copies.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Congratulations to Valve, because it's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Like, I think everyone
and
needs
it's a
to go out
full
and buy
game.
that.
You get your money's worth.
It's
I
a
feel
full
like you definitely
$60
get your money's worth
especially with the multiplayer experience.
Yeah,
it is fantastic. And the good news is that there is some free DLC coming out very soon for all platforms.
That's one thing about Valve. They've always treat their community right.
They do. They really do.
They're like, hey, you want this? What's that? What's that?
Yeah,
Our next game's gonna be awesome, we promise.
And it's like they're never done. Like Team Fortress 2 is getting an update as well. It's getting like I think they're upgrading their medic and all of that stuff. And that came out in like 2007, I think. Team Fortress 2 came out with the orange box with the first Portal and Half-Life 1 Episode 1 or
but
Half-Life
still
2
no
Episode
Half-Life
1.
2 Episode 3.
Right,
it's probably
but
not gonna
you
happen.
know they're still feeding,
no, it's gonna. It has to. They have to
us.
finish the story.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah. And that's one of the most notorious characters out there is Gordon Freeman, and so. But yeah, so really excited to see that. Schultz 101 says he still hasn't bought that. Shame on you, sir. Shame on you.
I bought it. You can have mine, but I sold it.
I would let you borrow mine if you lived in LA because it's an awesome game. Yeah, and then on the other hand, Mortal Kombat has announced its season pass, or is releasing its season pass for $15. So basically, 4 new characters are going to be released throughout the summer. So you can. Scarlet was just released for $5 on 360 and PS3.
And the classic costume pack was released.
Oh, nice.
I haven't downloaded that yet. I'm gonna be on that because Scarlet looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
did you play
feeding
her?
off of the blood. No, I haven't downloaded her yet.
Oh, okay.
I've been playing a lot of other games, but
I need
to get back on that.
But the the season pass for $15. I mean, that's a bit of a deal. You get 4 characters for $15.
So is it literally a season pass? Like, will it recharge you every season, or is it they just call it?
You pay $15, and when each character is released, it'll just kind of give you a notification that there's a new character for you to download, and instead of paying $5 each for each character, it's $15 for the 4, and they will be released throughout the summer.
What a deal!
Yeah, I think that's It's kind of a smart way, I think, to keep your game alive as well, because we may not be wanting to play at the end of the summer, but when it's like, hey, new character that you bought, come play with me.
Yeah, I can see it going pretty strong. I have debates with my friends all the time what character is best, and it does still have Marvel vs. Capcom 3, as lovely and as much as I love that game, I don't feel like has as strong a fighting and competitive life between friends as Mortal Kombat does.
Yeah. That's true. There's more
in
to
tournaments
look at.
and stuff, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Evo, I could totally see it rocking
crazy.
it. But Mortal Kombat has definitely stepped up as a very strong competitive game. And even with the story mode, it's like I kind of want to go through the story mode again and beat its ass. So
right.
It's definitely a sweet game. So and this is coming from me, I'm a Capcom fan, and I'm like Mortal Kombat is actually pretty damn badass.
Yeah, and I think we have some footage of Scarlet to run right now, and our mics will stay up for this. But I know Tiger Claw here says he bought the season pass. Cliff Underson says I'll make my brother get one.
Nice.
Mr. Monkey says, what is the season pass cover? We just mentioned that. Basically,
you bitch ass.
You probably. No, I didn't mean it like that.
Strong.
I got distracted. I looked over here and I was like, we talked about that. But basically, you can buy the season pass for $15. 4 characters that are released throughout the summer. So instead of having to pay $5 individually or however much they want to charge for it, you can just buy it for $15.
She apparently has a ridiculous bloodlust, and only released her when something really absolutely happens. I mean, the issues I would have is the another ninja. She has a teleport, enough teleport. But yeah, she's basically another assassin that's out for blood, and
Ace Spartan says, can she reign Scarlet and an unannounced character and more classic costumes? Oh, I didn't know that was confirmed. So, well, that's cool. They said, I don't know who said it in chat, but someone said Kitana was also rumored.
Rumored for what?
She's already in the game.
She's already in the game.
Maybe I have bad eyes. Maybe I read it wrong.
Kintaro, maybe.
Kintaro. You know what? That's probably what it was.
You know what happened? They were typing Kintaro, and then
Kintaro.
Google Chrome
fixed
the spelling.
All caps.
Google
Chrome
Chrome fixed the spelling.
Thank you.
To change it to Katana. So it wasn't your fault.
No, I'm serious. My eyes, I need to get a new pair of contact lenses.
Yeah.
So pardon my slip up, but yes. Anyways, so and then also in the news, Beyond Good and Evil HD is finally being released on the PS3 for $9.99 on June 28th. Adrian, have you checked this game out at all? Did you play it on the PS2?
No, I didn't, but I saw a review from one of the guys at work, and
for the PS3 version?
No, for the 360.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's a game that I do hope that they eventually get to the sequel.
Even
though the guy, he was, I think, quoted at E3 saying, is like, yeah, I don't know, maybe in the future, it seems like it may never happen.
They can't do
really
that.
Sad. I know.
They already showed those teaser trailers.
Yeah, but that was literally like a CG cutscene of the pig and then nothing. That's probably all they planned for that game.
Right? That's
it's really sad, though.
That's like the Final Fantasy VII animation that they showed, the
up-res.
And then we've never heard anything from it again. Why do they do that to us?
Why do they do that?
Do they think we don't remember?
Our producers say that's going to happen.
That's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
It's pretty. It is. It would print money.
I
would
buy it. Yeah.
PS4 launch title, but no. PlayStation said that they weren't planning on launching a PS4 anytime soon, and they did not feel a threat from like the Wii U or anything like that.
I don't think anyone feels a threat from the Wii U.
You know why?
I don't think it'll be a PS4 launch title, but hopefully it'll be coming soon.
Because they're Japanese, they're not dealing with it like Americans do. As soon as you think it might be a threat, you going bomb them.
I know. God,
be American, Sony. Be American.
Gosh. Well, I never played Beyond Good and Evil. I heard it's an absolutely amazing game. I have it on the PS2. I just haven't gotten around to it. Like I said, I'm really like backlogged in a lot of games. But and then I asked someone if I should just play it on the PS2 or get it in the HD version for the 360, and they told me I need to get it for the 360 because the achievements. Duh. But I don't know if I want to go out and spend $10. Plus, I need to dust off.
Really?
I need to dust off my PS2.
Oh, $10.
$10, yeah.
Name something that you've wasted your money on for $10.
Lunch.
A stripper? No, I don't know.
I say lunch, she says
Not
stripper.
where I come from. 2 for 1, baby. 2 for 1 dances. Austin, Texas.
You must be
represent.
you getting them Atlantic City strippers.
Right. Yes. Austin, Texas,
for
not
one.
Atlanta City. Yeah. 2 for 1.
They got
Anyways.
C-section scars going.
Oh, no. Our girls were pretty in Austin. Thank you very much. Anyways, this is not This Week in Strippers. This is This Week in Video Games. Okay. So, apparently, a life-size Monster Hunter creature is being built for the Universal Studios Japan theme park. So basically,
That's amazing. No, I was reading Curtis's. He said strippers are evil.
Oh, of course they are. Of course they are. Yes. So just like Universal Studios Orlando has the Harry Potter park. Universal Studios Japan is getting a Monster Hunter park.
Which I really wish took off here.
So insane.
Aren't they coming out with the HD? They're coming out with it on
PS3.
next-gen consoles, right?
PS3.
See, that's exciting. Because I'm so curious about that game, but it never... I'm like, I want to see it in all its high-res HD glory, but I'm like, where is it?
It never took off.
It never took off.
I don't know
so
why.
That's amazing.
Why do you think it hasn't taken off in America? Why do you think Monster Hunter never did?
I think it's because...
Because it's too
in-depth?
The
the difference between the Japanese market and American market, I think it comes to a point where they start to underestimate what's possible to take off in the U.S. So they don't bother trying. Where there are some games that would definitely take off, and they bring over the wrong stuff. It's like, this could take off in the U.S., and it's like, what is this game about? You're a worm crawling around eating stuff, and there's no point system.
Viva Pinata?
No. What's the name of that game? Nobi Boy.
What
is that? What is that? Stop. Get it off of my shore.
Right. They said the Silver Rathalos is going to be over 65 feet long.
Oh, the Silver Rathalos? I don't even know what that is.
That's been rumored already. But a 65-foot long video game character in a park sounds absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
And I'm so jealous of Japan because they get all the cool stuff, and they're in the future. And, I don't know.
I think you should marry a Yakuza boss.
Maybe. That'd be kind of
That'd be
cool.
good. You should totally date a Yakuza boss.
Totally date a Yakuza boss.
Okay.
I could be a Yakuza boss.
For 2 years.
I don't know how it'll work out.
Report back.
Because once they find out I'm not Japanese, I see problems.
I think they'll know.
Yeah? They might know I'm not Japanese.
Yes. So, that's a bummer. But let's move on to our top 5 Splosion.
What the fuck? I love. Why are you
yes.
goes on.
So the top 5 Splosion this week. What was that?
What was what?
You were
She's trying to read.
I know. It sucks.
It's racist.
That was her Yakuza.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no! I can't read.
I've asked people repeatedly to bring the TV closer to me, and no one ever does. I think they put it further and further away on purpose, so it wouldn't be in this shot.
It would be in the shot.
That's from playing too many fucking video games.
Yeah.
Too many video games.
Okay, so our top 5 Splosion has to do. And this idea came from our producer. It was a team making it bigger.
Oh, nice. Make it bigger for me, baby. Make it bigger.
He said, Flitz, how about? I think you said top 5 things you would like to video game objects you would like to see in an amusement park. And I was like, how about top 5 video game amusement parks? And he was like, that's a great fucking idea. And then he did the Cabbage Patch, and I was like, that's what's up.
Yeah. And then he did the electric boogaloo.
He did the electric boogaloo.
He definitely did that.
So I came up with this list of top 5 games, and it's not really in any particular order. Top 5 games, and that deserve amusement parks, and we'll just go off on a rant of what this amusement park would be like. So first up is Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, for Super Mario Brothers, Pan-Dimensional Pipe Pandemonium.
Wow!
A lot of alliteration.
That is impressive.
There.
Please, someone make that happen. Just the
That
title
would be amazing.
alone.
Could you imagine climbing? It's like I'm here. I need to get here. So you jump in a pipe, and it's a slide, or it shoots
so
you
cool.
from one end of the park to another. And there's 2 ways you can come out. You can either come out into water, and that's in like
It
the
should
water
just
park,
all be a water
where
park,
it's constantly
yeah.
playing the music, or it shoots you like in like a castle that's made of foam and shit.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a moonwalk,
That.
and you just like bounce up and down.
You want to get the food court? It's all mushrooms.
Koopas. It's all mushrooms.
It's all mushrooms and turtle soup.
Delicacy
Or you can
mushrooms.
like jump around on like Koopa Troopers. Like
That's
it's like
so
a big
cool.
trampoline thing. How amazing was
That
that?
would be. Have you seen the oh gosh, what was it? The parkour studio. That
Yeah,
looks like
yeah,
Mario.
I wanna go there
Super Mario. It's
Sunday.
in
I wanna go on Sunday.
North Hollywood here
They're
in LA.
having
There's
a
a
show,
there's a parkour facility
forget what it's
that's
called.
painted and kind of dressed up like the Super Mario world. You can
it
find
would
it on
be,
YouTube.
Yeah,
It's really
it
awesome.
would be kind of like, I think that would be amazing.
That's so cool.
That's number 5. Number 4, excuse me, Portal Aperture Fun Labs.
How would you even make that work?
Oh, I have.
How do you
No,
even-
wait. I have an Aperture Science parking permit. An Aperture Science, I bought it on the Valve website, but
Okay,
it's an
so
Aperture
that
Science
means you're
parking
VIP.
permit
Cool.
for 2008, 2009. It's expired, but it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. So
You're jumping through portals, and they have a whole bunch of other inventions. It's not just portals.
Right.
But you imagine you walk in, you can like buy a companion cube and take it home.
Oh, I have
How
one of
amazing would
those
that be?
too.
You can run in front of the
propulsion gel?
sentries.
Propulsion gel?
The propulsion gel.
Propulsion gel.
Propulsion gel. It's in proportion to you. You can, but running through portals again, traveling is super fast, and it would be amazing. I don't even imagine there'll be lines for that.
Also, cake.
Cake. Fuck
oh
yeah.
yeah, different
All the
kinds of
time.
cake.
The infinite fall where it's just 2 portals and you jump and you just keep falling. I don't know how you stop. We gotta figure that one out. You gotta trust your friends with that.
Maybe you just do it for like a certain time, like a ride, like a roller coaster,
Yeah.
and then like suddenly a trampoline will pop up and then you're
Propulsion
done.
gel slip and slide says Cliff Anderson.
I like that.
I do. That sounds like awesome.
Propulsion gel,
theme
slip and
park.
slide.
Pretty much just make our own.
Yeah, we could really.
Yeah.
And number 3. What are we at? 3.
We're at
Resident Evil Undead Kingdom.
Oh.
That would be crazy. Could you? That would be a thriller park. Easy.
That's not Scary Farm.
Fuck that shit.
Not scary. Camp Snoopy turns into Camp Spooky.
Can you shoot him in the face?
Universal Studios
No.
as well.
Exactly. You want to shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in
you,
the
you gotta
face.
it's like there's like a haunted house where you gotta run from the tyrant.
Pam 1970 says laser tag.
Laser tag,
park.
totally laser
With
tag.
zombies.
Because you can walk
they
in
need
like
to
you're
make
a
that.
zombie.
These-
The way you're a zombie, when you're a zombie.
So excited.
I just I'm
Calm down.
Yeah, you're
Calm
excited. when you're a zombie, they make you put on really heavy boots. You
Oh,
gotta like chase people with really heavy boots, and you gotta shoot them. But yeah,
These are all
that'd be
things
awesome.
that could totally happen, especially the laser tag thing. Like that can just
It's
we
like
can
you're
go
dead.
up to Sherman Oaks and just have people dress up and have two sides.
Dude, we
It can
buy
happen.
Detroit for like
It
20
can-
bucks.
Just buy Detroit
Buy
for
Detroit,
20
put it there.
bucks.
Right, oh.
Use all their car manufacturing places.
Derek
Number-
H says the guys at Game Nation are furiously taking notes right now. That's true. We need to copyright this episode.
Number 2, God of War Ultimate Adventure.
Oh my God! Please tell me you get to bang 2 chicks in this adventure.
That's for the adult section.
That's for the adult
You have to leave your
section.
kids. In
They
the
can have a
daycare.
roller
That's
coaster where you grab on and you wrap it around your wrist, and it looks like a harpy, and then it fucking takes off. You're riding the harpy.
Oh, nice.
You ride the harpy. You gotta like climb the wall with the knives.
And then the merry-go-round is all like Pegasus, and they move up and down.
That'd be awesome. And then the water park section is all Poseidon shit. Like you ride a
that's
water
awesome.
horse. Like,
I love
and
this.
then like Mount Gaia.
If they could find some way to simulate like the blades, that'd be really cool.
They'd sell
Like
those to kids. They'd just be like glow.
They sell them to kids.
Yeah.
All the time.
Kind of like lightsabers, but with the what is
We'll make
Chains
like
of
some
Sparta?
sort of ride where you like do like that and then it translates to like a virtual
Dude, I'm
image.
just happy if they just turn medieval times.
Or ride the
Yeah.
lightning.
Yeah.
It's like Zeus's ride, where you like the roller coaster is like a lightning bolt.
He rides
and
Pegasus
it's
in
super
God of War
fast.
2.
Look, no, the Zeus ride. It's lightning. It's it's 6 miles long, but it's over in 30 seconds. Ride the lightning.
That would make people sick.
Yeah,
That would make people sick.
Who gives a fuck? It's the ultimate adventure. I'm kidding. This
That's
is awesome.
impossible, Flip. That's an impossible
You're
feat.
limiting
okay?
yourself to human shit. Fuck
Banging
off.
2 chicks? That's pretty cool. I mean, that's
unhuman.
that's kind of like what is it? Pleasure Island at Disneyland? Like only adults are allowed in that section.
Pleasure Island.
That's,
And then-
isn't that what it is? Pleasure Island or Disney World? Something like
Whoa.
that.
You know,
It's
too
I've
much
never heard
real.
of Pleasure
It's
Island. This
real.
exists? Pleasure Island exists?
Does anyone know Pleasure Island? Did I make that up? Did
Yes,
I
you
dream,
did.
did I
Pleasure
dream
Island?
it? Huh?
Isn't that a show?
There's
So-
Pleasure Island.
No, there's
Treasure
Treasure
Island.
Island
Pleasure
in
Island.
Vegas. No, there's
Where's
a Pleasure
Pleasure
Island.
Pleasure
And
Island's on,
I thought it was in Disney World.
There is no Pleasure Island.
I thought
Guys!
okay, sorry. Anyways.
All right, number one.
Number one.
Fucking video game.
Final Fantasy Land. Come on. Think about it. I'm going to tell you why.
That's a huge
Think
world.
about exactly. It's fucking
Yeah.
huge.
Merchandising.
Plus, think about
my
all
God.
of the things that have been created in the Final Fantasy universe that you could ride, and how beautiful. Fucking chocobo races. Come on, that'd be
that's
so
the whole
sick.
kids' park is the chocobo.
You know, that's how you actually.
And
get
then
from
the
one end to
adults
the
could
other.
gamble on it, just like they do in Final Fantasy VII.
And then,
You
like,
had to-
they have one room where you go in and you can simulate killing Eris.
Oh no!
No, you can have a room where you like create your Final Fantasy character. So you go in and you try different wigs or different little vests to put on, different giant swords. Or like, yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Jason MB says there is no Pleasure Island. Okay, I could have sworn someone told me, like when I was in high school, like our senior class was going to Disney World and they were like, oh, we're gonna try to sneak into Pleasure Island, but maybe I was just too young and naive and believed
Well,
everything that I
the
heard.
picture didn't happen.
Okay. Continue with your Final Fantasy.
Pleasure Island, Walt Disney World Resort.
Shit! Oh my gosh!
It's the Planet House.
Area
Oh, okay,
shopping,
okay.
dining, and entertainment.
What does it say? Pleasure Island is the area of downtown Disney shopping, dining,
All the
and
clubs were
entertainment.
closed.
Yep, they shut it all down.
But
Then what the hell is the point of?
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Well,
Oh
of
my
course,
God.
when you have a place where all the bathrooms have glory holes, you're going to close down eventually.
Well, I'm glad I'm not crazy. I'm glad you guys
No.
don't think that I'm just this perverted person that talks about video
Inventing
games all the
Pleasure Island,
time.
yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying
There's a cool
that's
place called
sarcasm.
Adventures Club.
The
Nobody knows about that.
yeah.
So yeah, that's top 5. I think the fact that
This
that
was
we
my
just sat
favorite
here-
top 5. This is my
got
favorite top
excited
5
about
ever. So, yes. So everyone's freaking out about Pleasure Island in chat now. I'm just so glad that I was right.
Everybody
Thank you-
wants to go.
Thank you so much for finding that on Wikipedia. Whoever's running the TriCaster,
Matt Robb.
I appreciate Matt
Probably
Robb.
hair.
Of course, Matt
There you
Robb. Of course, Matt found it. Jesus Christ. Yes. So moving
next up,
on, yo,
Adrian.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
Adrian!
Thank you.
Come on now.
Adrian, you did it!
I don't have a favorite.
Yo, Adrian!
It's a remix. Chicka, chicka.
Yo, Adrian!
That's close enough.
That's all right. All right.
Yo, Adrian!
Yeah. There. Now I could hear that one.
Yo, Adrian!
All right. I can hear it again.
Yeah, we got it. We got
That's
it.
awesome.
We got it. Let's start talking. Oh my god. That's enough.
Hey, they're respecting it. There.
Go, start.
There you go. All right. So for this week, I brought in the toys that come in different collector's editions for certain games. So first up, it's a little dusty because it's been sitting in the office
nice.
for a while.
I like that.
All right, this comes with Tron Evolution.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's dusty. All right, so this one, what's kind of cool about it is that it's like a little compartment, so you can put your game
Cigarette
in it.
butts.
And
Or
you
games.
can also take this off and see the light cycle. But
So badass.
no, it's not detachable really, and you can't even play with it either. And the detail in it is like minimum. Like you could tell they cranked out so many of these like, with no love, no passion. And it's just a soulless, lifeless
It was actually
piece of merchandise.
4-year-old kids in Indonesia.
And this is the real kicker. This thing costs you $130.
Whoa!
Yeah, the collector's edition sold for $130 when it just came out.
Does
the
that
only
come
thing
with
you
the
would
Blu-ray?
get. No, you would get this,
the
the
fuck?
game, and a ticket to go see the movie.
God, do you get an HJ with it or something? Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, but now you can get it for like $50. So, at least it's a trade-off. Yeah. So that's
Well, it's still
also-
nice. It's still
kinda
nice.
Next
It's a nice
up,
paperweight.
we have this guy from Killzone 3. This one was actually really good.
Sweet.
It's pretty cool. And the greatest thing about the Hellgast edition is that not only do you get this, you get a whole bunch of perks in the game, and you also get this really cool Hellgast helmet. But this guy, he's more of an action figure. He actually has articulation. And the only thing which I thought was a little lazy of him is that they just didn't paint half of him, and then they said, and then here's a cool part. The first time when I unboxed it, I was like, oh, it looks like there's a lot of white. The official description is, he's cloaking. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure he's like cloaking, man. Yeah, I'm sure that's not you saving money. And then he's cloaking. And then here's the poopy part. So they say limited edition exclusive figure included only that you can only get it in this version of the game. And then you go and look up online and you see like just announced new Killzone 3 figures, and then it's this same figure, but get this, fully painted. So you're like, oh,
you know why?
Oh,
you know why? You know what I say? You know why?
What?
Because fuck you. That's why.
Yeah, that's how they saw it. So that's what you get with that. But it's still nonetheless a pretty cool toy, and you also get the helmet. So that one was only worth, I think, if I'm not mistaken, $80. You can get it for $80.
Wow.
Only worth $80.
Oh yeah, no,
Well,
because you're getting the game, this, and the helmet,
okay,
and
okay.
yeah, you get a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just the figure. I forget.
No,
I forgot
it's
that
just
this
a
was
figure.
combination.
No.
Yeah, so I was like,
And then one that just came out, the infamous 2. This guy's pretty cool.
Cole is badass.
Cole.
hey.
It's not really a toy; it's more of a display piece. But that being
Who's
said,
going to be in the new Soul Calibur game? Isn't he going to be in Soul Calibur?
Cole's gonna be
Wait,
in
no,
Soul
not the
Calibur?
Soul Calibur. Which? What did they just announce? Oh, Street Fighter X Tekken.
Really, he's
going to
be
be in the
there?
new Street Fighter X
That is
Tekken.
super cool.
They announced it.
No, wait. Is it Cole or is it the dude from Prototype?
No.
No, it's this guy.
This
It's Cole.
It's infamous.
It's infamous. They announced it at the Sony press conference.
Nice.
During
He has
E3.
electric, ice, and fire.
Electric,
Yeah.
That is
electric
so cool.
boogaloo hands.
Well,
That's yeah. Yes.
so he's got a really great amount of detail. You can even see the backpack, which also, if you get this collector's edition, you get the backpack too.
Yes.
Which I think is really
Which is pretty
sweet.
badass.
It's literally the same one that he
No,
wears.
I think it's awesome when they give you like backpacks.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered Mirror's Edge simply for the message bag that they give,
Right.
which GameStop fucked me out of it. They were like, oh, we ran out. I was like, I pre-ordered it just so I could get the fucking bag.
I have
bitch.
that bag. Do you want it?
Yes.
Okay.
So ask me twice.
You get this guy, the backpack, and the comic, and the game for $100, which isn't that bad.
It's a good deal.
It's actually a pretty good deal. I'm actually
alright,
considering
alright.
Buying it for
Better than Tron.
myself.
Better than Tron.
Way better than Tron. Do
And
not.
how much was this? How much was this pack?
100.
This one's
100, and that was 130
130.
for the Tron.
30.
Yeah.
It's the most.
Disney.
It's the most expensive paperweight you'll ever buy.
That's crazy.
So those were the three toys that I brought
cool.
over.
Thanks.
very awesome.
Thanks.
Good
So,
stuff.
well, you guys, before we go, we have a new trailer that producer Ryan wanted us to all see. It's
haven't seen it.
the new Kickstarter project, the indie game, The Movie. And we're going to show the trailer really quick and then come back to us. And we're going to wrap it up. So, we'll BRB.
I am determined to make video games, and I make video games because I can.
I mean, it's the sum total of every expressive medium of all times made interactive. Like, how is that not? It's awesome.
My whole career has been me trying to find new ways to communicate with people because I desperately want to communicate with people, but I don't want the messy interaction of having to make friends and talk to people because I probably don't like them.
And it's not just a game. Like, I'm so closely attached to it. This is my identity. It's Fez. I'm Guy making Fez. You know, that's about it.
You know, making it was about, let me take my deepest flaws and vulnerabilities and put them in the game.
I'm on the line. Me, like my name, my career. If this fails, like I don't think I'll work in games again.
I'm like in a fucking concentration camp. If you can't get the work done, then the past 2 years are basically worth nothing. No pressure.
All you've been doing for 4 years is look at this, like this close. Like you can't see anything else. You don't even see the mistakes in it anymore. What the fuck is that?
Okay. So it's a
You
documentary
curious? It makes me want to
about
make video games.
an indie game developer.
Well,
Yeah.
wait,
So it looks
I
like...
just got over my desire to make video games. It's too much work.
So, yeah, this is basically, Derek H. says, a true story about programmers. And he says, how do I know? No evidence at all they have girlfriends. But yeah, it was the developers of Super Meat Boy, Fez, and Braid. So I guess that it goes through and shows you their struggles.
Their plight.
For making this game. And so...
To become ballers in the video game world.
Yeah.
Ballers, shot collars,
People still do
20-inch
this,
rims.
right? This is the new fad.
I don't know.
Really?
So.
Raising the roof? You guys
Raising
don't know about
the
this?
roof. But yes, anyways, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Please remember that next week, our new showtime, or show date, I should say, is Thursday.
Thursday.
And that will be the beginning of season 2.
Season 2
of This Week in Video Games. We're fucking there, man.
Season.
We got to do something big for our 50th episode. We're coming up on our 50th episode here very soon, too. So, but yes, next week, Thursdays at 6:30. Don't forget, you can subscribe to us. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter, TWIVG. You can follow me at JessV, that's JESV. Flitz.
Follow me at Flitz, FLITZ, like Blitz with an F.
Nice. And follow me at Godzilla Rex.
Godzilla Rex, yes.
And
so,
season 2, we're going to change the name of this show to Game of Thrones so we get more viewers.
That makes sense.
That works. That's awesome.
Absolute sense.
Yes, so.
Game of Thrones, Katy Perry.
Yeah.
She's kind of hot right now. She's searchable.
But yes, thank you everyone for joining us. We love seeing you every week. Please come back next Thursday. Again, contact us on Facebook and Twitter. We love hearing from you. But for now, it's game over.
Fucking video games.